Mafia. Don Brown. Yeah. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got that talent on my team. Micah Hyde, Jordan Boyer, can you catch it? Can you? Trade day is like a mask, you not catching anything. Matt Milano making plays, we not scared of any team. Best in the AFC, all the praise of Brandon Bean. You hear Sean McDermott clapping while I'm snapping? Do you? Jerry Hughes will get the sack soon as you snap it. Yeah. Andre Roberts running back, ain't no just backing. Mafia, we on a ride and we got traction. We got Beasley, we got Diggs. McKenzie make you miss. Dawson Knox with the stiff arm, treat opponents just like his. Feliciano, Deion Dawkins block defenders like the Fins. Hey, it's the Mafia. I said no one on top of us. I said no one is blocking us on top of our division, so it's clear that it's no stopping us. Google best team in the league and we popping up. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got the salad on my team.
Let's go. I am super hyped up. What an intro. Shout out to Dom Brown for creating that masterpiece. Hell of a job. And I got to say, I'm ready to go through a damn table right now. The Buffalo Bills have won their first playoff game since 1995's wild card matchup against the Miami Dolphins. All the way back on December 30th, 1995, before I was even born, was the last time we won, and this just means so much to me. It means so much to everybody in this fan base. Let me know in the comment section below, what does this victory mean to you? I'm super hyped. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to go over. The Buffalo Bills win by a score of 27-24 over the Indianapolis Colts. I'm hyped. And Jason Scott, you got to dye your hair now. It's coming. It's coming. Once that package is received in the mail, his hair's going red and blue, and it's going to be wild. Let's go. I'm hyped. I'm hyped up. I hope you guys like that new intro because that was pretty sweet. I got a Dom Brown. Make sure you check him out. Hell of an intro he made. That was a wicked intro. Wicked song. But let's talk about this game. Let's go through some highlights. The Buffalo Bills winning 27-24 over the Indianapolis Colts. And that ending of that game, I posted a reaction. It was wild. It was a wild finish to this game. It was getting dicey at the end, and I think that was a bogus call. That definitely was a fumble. The guy was up. His knee wasn't touching the ground. Poyer didn't touch him when he was down. The ball came out. Whatever. The Buffalo Bills beat the Indianapolis Colts, and they beat the referees. The Buffalo Bills move on and they advance. We'll get into talking about who we could be facing in the next round. We'll talk about that soon. But let's talk about this game first, because Josh Allen had himself a day. Josh Allen, all we heard was, his playoff performance last year against Houston. He looked like he was a world beater in the first half, and then second half, his production went down, and that's what I was worried we were going to hear again. I was getting worried we were going to hear that again because second half didn't look so promising for the Bills. But we persevered, we stuck with it, and this team rode the momentum from the first half into a victory. And Jeff Davis, that was absolutely a fumble. I've got a clip of it. I'm going to show it later. Let's talk about Josh Allen and what he does. Because Josh Allen, this is actually wild. Josh Allen's become the first Buffalo Bills quarterback to rush and pass for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's got some significance behind it. Jim Kelly never did that. I was shocked to see the stat. Josh Allen, first quarterback to do that. And today, he led the Bills in both passing and rushing yards. Josh Allen put this team on his back, over 300 passing yards, 303 touchdowns. Josh Allen, it's something we've come accustomed to seeing all season long, and we can't take it for granted because we are witnessing greatness with Josh Allen. 300 passing yards, 3 touchdowns every game. It's something that we're just so used to seeing, and It's the future's bright in Buffalo, and these playoffs. It's a super exciting time. Some of let's just show the best clip of this game from Josh Allen. This was a wicked pass. He fooled me. He fooled the commentators who haven't said it's a run. No, it's a pass. Josh to Dawson Knox.
Pressure. He realized he had a receiver downfield, Dawson Knox, and more than throwing it, he essentially...
Unreal play. Unreal play. The momentum of his body going to the ground and just shuffle passes it. That's unreal. Touchdown for the Bills. But Josh Allen wasn't done there. He had a hell of a day. Let's show his touchdown run.
Can dart upfield. Good read by him because that was Danico Autry.
And going up against Darius Leonard, Josh Allen wouldn't be denied. There's a couple times where he just put his head down and he wanted to bowl through him. Josh Allen is like no other quarterback in this NFL. There's no quarterback in this league that is willing to do the things Josh Allen is willing to do. Josh Allen just wants to win. And you look back at the Houston game last year, the wild card matchup, that lateral pass when he was going down, that's an example of it. People might say it was a boneheaded move, but that's just showing how much Josh Allen truly wants to win. Jeff Davis says the Colts are a very good team, and he's not surprised it was that close. You know what? I agree with you. This game, the Colts are a good team. The Colts are definitely a good team, and their defense, their front seven, the 7-man box up here, that unit's loaded. DeForest Buckner, Darius Leonard, they know how to get to the quarterback. They know how to stop the run. And offensively, they're good. They have Phillip Rivers, and their running backs are wicked. But the Buffalo Bills simply outplayed the Indianapolis Colts today. And it was getting scary in that second half, but this team's special. This team knows how to win football games, and good teams win football games. The Buffalo Bills are a good team, and the Colts are a very good team. And Jeffrey says they got to pay Josh Allen. Yeah, there's been reports from Ian Rappaport that Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are working on what's considered to be a massive contract. So Josh Allen, he's earned the payday in my opinion, and he's got everything going his way. All the money that goes towards him, he's earned it. Josh Allen has overcome so much adversity. I've got a whole documentary about Josh Allen on my channel. That was extremely fun to make. I learned a lot in the process as well. But let's show some more clips of what Josh Allen did today. Let's show his bullet to Stephon Diggs. This is going to be my transition into talking about what Stephon Diggs did today. Look at this.
Fake it. Allen. Deep shot. Touchdown.
But before I really talk about Stephon Diggs, I got another thing that I showed this exact play last week. It looks like an exact same play. We had this against the Dolphins. Josh Allen does this little shoulder pump fake, and then he goes. This is at the 40-yard line. And then this happened last week against Miami. John Brown was the receiver who caught the touchdown. It also happened against Denver last year. Like, this play, I hope teams don't start to catch on to it because it is a touchdown guaranteed every damn time. Let's check out John Brown's.
The second down and 13. Allen going deep, and he's got him. Touchdown.
40-yard bomb. At the 40-yard line, he just pump fake, and it's gone. It's a target, right on target. Josh Allen has been faking out defenders. He's been doing everything, and he even faked out a defender who's jumping. Josh Allen had a hell of a game. Let's talk about Diggs, though, because Stephon Diggs is unstoppable. You cannot stop Stephon Diggs. And if you go ahead and you put all your attention on Stephon Diggs is either going to find a crease to get open, or it's just going to allow other receivers to get open because everyone's attention is on Stephon. It's what I've been calling the Diggs effect since before Stephon Diggs even played in a game with the Buffalo Bills. The Diggs effect has been huge, and we've seen it. We've seen it help the progression of Josh Allen all season long, and it's turned Josh Allen into an MVP caliber quarterback. That, and obviously, the work that Josh Allen put in this offseason. Stephon Diggs today, he was unstoppable. And he had 6 receptions for 128 yards and a touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his impact is massive. There's no receiver that is more like this. Stephon Diggs, you could actually make a case for him to be an MVP this year because of how much he transformed this Buffalo Bills offense. I know a receiver's not going to win that award, but Stephon Diggs very well could be in those discussions, and it wouldn't be blasphemous at all. Zachary says, great game. First time we won a playoff game in my life, period. I was crying by the end. See, this is exactly the thing I was expecting right here. Zachary, great comment. Great game. It was the first time they won in your lifetime, and it's the first time they've won a playoff game in my lifetime. I've only witnessed 3 playoff games, and they've all ended horribly. This is just, for like younger generation fans like myself, this means so much to finally get a glimpse of what playoff success could be like. It's not a very big sample size, but it's just such a, like, it means so much to me. It means so much to everyone around Bills Mafia. Great comment, Zachary. And for the older generation, you guys have been waiting, watching porous football through a 17-year drought. This fan base is the best fan base in the NFL. I love this fan base. I love coming on here, chatting Buffalo Bills with you guys. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. We got another comment here. Sledge Hockey 101. I thought the Colts played well, messed up on a few calls, and then the refs tried to give them a chance on that fumble. League doesn't want the Bills to win, but we did. I said all this in my last reaction video. I just posted it before I started this live video. You can check it out after. And yeah, I mean, it really seems that way, doesn't it? Last year in the Houston Texans game, the kickoff is the guy has a touchback and he hands the ball to the ref when the ref's saying, no, don't give it to me. And the Buffalo Bills recover it for a touchdown, and then it's challenged and it goes against the Bills. This fumble goes against the Bills. How did that play go against the Bills? Let's show this play because it was bogus and it really pissed me off to see this. It really, really pissed me off.
We will wind the clock. And on the field stands.
Ruling on the field stands. In what world does that, like, that is a fumble? Everything there meets the criteria for a fumble. The receiver, Zachary Pascal, comes up off the ground. His knee is up off the ground, and nobody touched him when his knee was on the ground. Poyer punches the ball out, or Milano, I can't remember which one it was, but the ball was punched out, and it was recovered by Buffalo. That should have been the game right there. That should have sealed the game right there. That play should have sealed that game. The Buffalo Bills, they beat the refs, and they beat the Colts. And that wasn't the only thing I wanted to talk about with the referees that game. So many times, Phillip Rivers was running the clock down, and it looked like they should have been delay of game penalties numerous times. But they weren't called once. So I don't understand. It really seems like it's Buffalo against everybody. We've all heard that before. We've all heard it before. Don't sleep on these Bills because they can beat a team and they can beat the refs. And I'll get into talking about our opponent next week more. But right now, I want to show this play that finally sealed the game.
Looking for the win. Bills trying to hold on. Rivers airs it out. It is knocked away.
Was I the only one, actually, really scared on that play? I think all of us were. 4 seconds left. It really felt like the Hail Murray play. It was just a replica of that. And the Buffalo Bills, Micah Hyde, swats it down with enthusiasm. He says, not here, not today. The Buffalo Bills, the Bills Mafia fan base, it's too good. It's not going to happen this way. Not another heartbreak. Not a dagger through the heart. The Buffalo Bills seal it in enthusiastic fashion. Great job, Micah Hyde, to swat that ball. We've all been on our Buffalo Bills secondary all season long. Those two games specifically, the Cardinals and then Chargers games, consecutive back-to-back weeks where we saw 3 Hail Mary plays successfully completed against us. One was called back on a flag, but we had all these Hail Marys and our fan base was ready to explode. But that was a hell of a job by Micah Hyde just to get in there and swat it down. That's all you need to do in that situation. All you need to do. And Jason was so nervous. Yeah, weren't we all? That was scary time. The Crimea River, Philip. I guess Philip Rivers is probably going to retire after that. Let's talk about another record that was set, because this Buffalo Bills team, they set a lot of records all the time. How about Tyler Bass, our rookie kicker, set an NFL record for the longest field goal by a rookie kicker in a playoff game with this 54-yard kick. Tyler Bass.
Bojorquez to hold it. The 54-yard attempt. And that is terrific, Bass.
All about that Bass. And that's a game-winning field goal. Tyler Bass with the game winner for the Buffalo Bills. The rookie kicker. The guy that all of our fans were on at the beginning of the year after game 1. This is someone I've stood behind all season long. I've been on the big like Bass train all season long. I've said, Tyler Bass, this rookie kicker, he's got the talent. He's got the leg. Let's just give him a chance. And Tyler Bass goes out there and does that to seal the Buffalo Bills' victory. You look across the other rookie kicker, Rodrigo Blankenship. He hit the uprights. I believe that was a field goal. And if that field goal is successfully made, it's a tie game. Our rookie kicker over their rookie kicker. Rodrigo Blankenship has been a good kicker, but he also has the benefit of playing indoors 8 games a year. He also played in Las Vegas, another game indoors. He plays against Florida, Jacksonville, Tennessee, and Houston. So he's indoors or in warmer climates a lot, not facing the elements. Tyler Bass is the better rookie kicker, in my opinion, facing the elements in Buffalo, the weather, the wind. Tyler Bass, hell of a job, setting an NFL record for a rookie kicker. He has made a turnaround season, and to me, I think Tyler Bass is the rookie of the year on this Bills team. The Bills rookie of the year, I know you can make an argument for Gabe Davis. He's been unreal. I'll get to talking about Gabe Davis after. Gabe Davis has been awesome. Zach Moss has been great. Prayers for Zach Moss after what we saw, because that leg injury, you don't want to speculate, but that didn't look good. And there has been news about Zach Moss. There's been a report that Zach Moss will likely be out for the remainder of the playoffs. That's a big hit to our offense. I know we don't run the ball much, but Zach Moss can really help you close out a football game. And that's potentially a really big loss for this Buffalo Bills team. We have TJ Yeldon, and we saw last week against the Dolphins what Antonio Williams is capable of doing. Devin Singletary is going to be taking a much bigger load going forward for this Bills offense. And Zach Moss, sending prayers to Zach Moss. We all hope for the best for Zach Moss, our rookie out of Utah. He's been good for us this year. Zach Moss, he's been a good third down back and a good efficient red zone running back. It's unfortunate that his season looks like it's ending that way, but Zach Moss, his contributions cannot go understated. As I was saying before, I kind of lost my thought there. Tyler Bass did set this record, and to me, he is the rookie of the year on this Bills team. Epinesa, he was in and out of the lineup. Moss, he did what he needed to, but he was he was a 1A, 1B running back. And then Gabe Davis has been a freak on the sidelines. But Tyler Bass's impact has been huge. He won a game by himself against the Jets, and he had the game winner today in the playoffs. Tyler Bass, these kickers are a different breed of humans. They have ice in their veins. They're called on in random situations. They can be called on to just go out there and win the game like Tyler Bass did. Tyler Bass, hell of a job. Big leg Bass. Shout out to him. And yeah, let's get some comments here. Oh yeah, bring Williams up for next week. He was a beast. Yeah, he was an absolute beast last week. He averaged over 5 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns on 12 carries. So Antonio Williams, I would like to see him. I really would. But you got to go with your gut feeling if you're Sean McDermott. If Zach Moss is out, which it appears that he's going to be out due to the reports, it appears he's going to be out and will likely miss the remainder of the playoffs. You want to put Devin Singletary in there. We've seen Yeldon catch a touchdown reception against the Titans, who is possibly an opponent we play next week. And we've also saw Antonio Williams last week. So I think that a big load will be going to Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary is going to get a lot more carries going forward. And if we're closing the game out, it's got to be Singletary. He's got the most experience, kind of. I mean, TJ Yeldon in this Bills uniform, he doesn't have much experience with the Buffalo Bills. He's got experience outside of the Buffalo Bills organization, but he hasn't gotten to play much with the Bills. Devin Singletary is the most experienced Bills running back. So I love this comment from Joseph Clark. Great comment. Love how some mafia ripped on Bass, but now he's a savior. And you know what? It's not our fan base. It's all fan bases around the NFL. They like to go in on kickers. It's a thing. If a kicker misses a field goal, or if he messes up a kick at all, it's going after the kicker's head, and it's very unfair because kickers, I said it earlier, they're put in so many different situations. It's tough to succeed as a kicker. You got to have ice in your veins. Joseph Clark, Mafia, get on your feet. I'm hyped up. I'm extremely hyped up. I want to go through a damn table. I'm not going to stop saying it. I'm going to paint my hair red and blue. Once that package gets here, I'll do a video. I don't know. You guys want me to do a live video of me getting my hair painted? I'll do whatever. I'm super hyped up about the Buffalo Bills moving on. But who's next? That's a big question right now. Who's next for the Buffalo Bills? We beat the Colts. Who is next? Let's talk about it. So, if the Pittsburgh Steelers defeat Cleveland, then the Buffalo Bills will play against Pittsburgh, the highest seed to come out of that game. So they'd play against Pittsburgh if they beat the Steelers, or if they beat the Browns as a 12-4 or 13-3. They're the highest seed there. So if the Steelers lose, on the other hand, then Buffalo will play the winner of the Ravens-Titans game. So the Browns are the lower seed than both of these teams here. So if the Steelers lose that game against the Browns, Buffalo plays either Baltimore and Tennessee. Those are two teams that you don't necessarily want to run into ever. These are two good teams. Which team would you guys rather play? Personally, I'd rather play Baltimore. I think that their offense, it's been looking a lot better the last 4 or 5 weeks, and I understand what Lamar Jackson's capable of doing. But I think I'd rather play Baltimore than Tennessee. We've seen Tennessee already, and sure, it's tough to beat a good team twice, but I just think we match up better against Baltimore. I believe that myself. Comment here from Joseph. He says Ravens. Michael F says Titans. We need to get back the game we lost, and I think that also might be a factor in this game. If we end up playing against the Titans, I think that Josh Allen, he's going to have that extra fire on him. All these Bills are playing against a good team twice. It's tough to beat a good team twice, and the Titans are going to learn that. I like this comment from Joseph. They're both overrated. I don't necessarily believe that. I think that the Titans might actually be underrated. The Ravens, I mean, we'll see. At the beginning of the season, I would have agreed with you, but their defense is really good. The Ravens, are a good team, and their offense has been looking more and more like 2019's offense. So either of these teams are going to be scary, but I think we can beat either of them. I've said it numerous times. We can beat any team in the NFL. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Browns. Give me the Colts. We just beat the Colts. I don't care. We can beat any team in this league. Who has a better coach? Ravens or Titans? That's a great question, actually. Vrabel coming out of the Belichick tree or Harbaugh? I think I got to go with Harbaugh. In Baltimore, I mean, he's won a Super Bowl, and I mean, just the duration of his career, the things Harbaugh has done with that Ravens organization, I got to go with the Ravens. And I know that the Titans, they've got a damn good coach in Vrabel. He played mind games with Bill Belichick last year in their wild card matchup, and that was fun to watch. But I got to go with the Ravens. Ravens probably have the better coach, in my opinion. Let's see some comment here. Bass wasn't kicking with full force at the start of the season. He started kicking with his leg going all the way through. So me and my dad were wondering why we let go of Stephen Hauschka. Well, Stephen Hauschka, if you put him on to kick, like, say, a 53-yard field goal, the chances of him making that, I believe, are slim. Stephen Hauschka has since retired since being released by the Bills, and I think that Hauschka was just too inconsistent. After he had that injury, that really changed his career. And Tyler Bass, we wouldn't have drafted a rookie kicker in the 5th round if we weren't going to bring him on this team. We wouldn't draft a kicker if we're not. That's just a waste of a draft pick. So once you commit to making that draft pick, you got to go with him. And I believe personally that Tyler Bass is the better kicker of the two. Zachary, it's great seeing the Patriots out of the playoffs, isn't it? Isn't it it feels so damn good to see the Patriots not in the playoffs. I think the Bucs are going to lose their game to Washington personally. Call me crazy, but I don't like the way that their offense matches up against the Washington defense. The Washington's defense is legit, and if Alex Smith can just get the ball out enough, then then Washington, I believe, wins that game. But it is awesome to see the Patriots out of the playoffs. It's great to see the Bills as the new beast in the AFC East, and it's great to see the Bills win a playoff game for the first time in my life. I cannot wait to see who we play next week and the success we have going forward, because this is just the beginning. This is only the beginning of what this Bills team is capable of doing. We've seen Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane change the culture since coming in here. And now that we're in the playoffs and we've won a playoff game, we've checked so many things off the list this year. This team's so different, and I think that it's going to continue going this way for the Bills. I think the Bills are a special team, and they've got so much potential. What happened to Duke? I'm not sure what happened to Duke Williams. I mean, I guess he didn't have to play. And I said yesterday on the show, he was activated for the game. He was. But I guess hey, if you got Diggs, Beasley out there, you don't really need Duke Williams to make contributions. John Brown didn't make contributions really today. That's someone who I expected to have a big game against the Colts. So, I mean, it sucks for Duke and it sucks for all Duke's fans, but the Buffalo Bills came out with a win. That's what matters most to me. And Duke Williams, we got a question here for Joseph. Will Brandon Beane leave the Bills after the season? No, he will not. He's already signed a multiple-year contract extension with the Buffalo Bills. I'm super hyped about it. Brandon Beane, he's been a baller, making amazing deals ever since he came to Buffalo, drafting Josh Allen. Wow, Brandon Beane has really helped turn this franchise around. Him and Sean McDermott, amazing front office. I am super super excited to see what the future holds for this team. And they have built a team that could potentially end up building a dynasty. I'm call it early. I know it's one playoff victory. I'm saying that this tandem of Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane are absolutely capable of creating a dynasty. Look at what they've done since coming to Buffalo. They've turned this franchise around in a massive way. And take out that 2018 season, because really it was just a growth and development season. The Buffalo Bills, under this front office, it's a completely different team. The culture's been changed. I am super hyped up about it. Yes, Jeff, Bean just signed an extension. You got it. Zachary says, I'm related to Dable. I'll let him know he calls hell of a game and tell him to stay in Buffalo, please. So we got some questions here. Are you going with Yeldon or Williams? That's a good question. I actually have to think about that, Jeff. I kind of like the idea of going with the hot hand in Antonio Williams, but the experience factor of TJ Yeldon, it might sway me more that way. But we're not really watching the practices and stuff. I think that Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane, this whole front office, Brian Dable, they all need to get together and they need to make a decision themselves based off what they see in practice this week. You can't go off of the past because they played against the Dolphins in Week 17, and the last time we've really seen TJ Yeldon make an impact was way back in Week 5 or 6 against the Titans. So we need to see who's a hot hand in practice this week. Bean's not head coach. Did I say he's head coach? That's really dumb if I did. I want to talk about Gabe Davis and the sideline catches he had. Gabriel Davis, this guy is another rookie receiver that he's a fourth receiver on this Bills team, third or fourth receiver on this Bills team, and that's insane. The depth. I think Gabriel Davis could be a number one receiver on a lot of teams in the NFL, at least a number two. Gabriel Davis, the way he drags his feet on the sideline, he must have taken ballet classes or something growing up because it is amazing. Let's just look at this.
Second down, looping out of the pocket, and Allen will just chuck it downfield.
Gabriel freaking Davis. Joseph Clark says, no way Gabe Davis is a number one receiver. And I'd argue that. I really think that Gabriel Davis, in the right situation, on the right team, he could be a number one receiver. And even if he's not yet, his future is bright. Gabriel Davis is a rookie drafted late round. Gabriel Davis's future is bright. Julio Jones-like, right? He's a sideline threat, and he is a sideline freak. I was blown away to see what Gabriel Davis was doing. Back-to-back sideline catches. Gabriel Davis, and every time he catches the ball, it's either a touchdown or a deep ball. Gabriel Davis has been great this year. The Buffalo Bills offense has been transformed completely with the additions of him, Moss, Diggs, and I'm probably missing other pieces as well, but this offense has been transformed. And how about the defense? What they did today, they forced Phillip Rivers to lose the game. Phillip Rivers he couldn't do anything against the Bills. I mean, sure, the passing yards and the rushing yards, they all added up for a big total. But the score, it speaks for itself. The Buffalo Bills won this game because of efforts from both the defense and offense. Hell of a job. Joseph Clark says, how far are the Bills going? How far are the Bills going? Jason says, AFC Championship. And yeah, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. How far are the Bills going to go? My answer, this team can go extremely far. And I think that this team can win a Super Bowl. I think that this is the year we can win a Super Bowl. We can win a Super Bowl numerous times, but we can win a Super Bowl this year. It's going to be a tough road. We can beat the Chiefs. I love the way we match up against Kansas City, and I've said it so many times on this channel. It's tough to beat a good football team twice. The Bills are a good football team. They find ways to win games, and good teams find ways to win games. The Buffalo Bills are 13-3 for a reason. The Buffalo Bills beat the Colts for a reason. I think they can win the Super Bowl. They're gonna go to the AFC Championship game. I believe we gotta beat a good team next week. Every team in these AFC playoffs are a good team, but I believe that this Bills team can go to the Super Bowl and they can absolutely win it. Josh Allen has been playing an MVP caliber level this year, and that hasn't changed from what I've seen in the playoffs. 300 passing yards today, 3 touchdowns. This Bills team is special. It's dynamic. This offense is a dynamic force, and this defense is going to help us get there. I believe this team can go to the Super Bowl. Zachary says Super Bowl, hopefully. Hopefully, right? Aren't we all hoping for that? If you're new to this channel, make sure you smash the like button, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I'm live here on the Bills Bunker. Every time new videos are released, I got a lot of reaction videos, and I'm sure I will be able to find some stupid comments from Indianapolis Colts fans. I am certain I will be able to. I saw one earlier about how the refs were screwing around with them. I can't believe that. The refs were screwing around with the Colts? Really? No. Let's show it. I'll show this play one more time because, I'm just so confused by it.
We will wind the clock. On the field stands.
I'm at a loss. Every time I see that, it just confuses me more and more. It was a fumble, Michael. It was absolutely a fumble. And Jason says, "Do you think we will be better next year?" It's going to be tough to top this year, isn't it? It's actually going to be really tough to top this year, but I think we are going to get better. We are going to continue to get better. This Bills team, the ceiling is super high for it. Josh Allen he's only 24 years old. Stephon Diggs, I believe, is 25 or 26. These two are building a chemistry, and it's going to continue to build. They're going to continue to grow together. We're going to get better as the years go on. The Buffalo Bills have promising young rookies with A.J. Epinesa, who's been starting to make plays more and more frequently. Zach Moss, pray for him that his injury isn't too serious, but it looks like he's going to miss the remainder of the playoffs. And then Gabe Davis, obviously. Tyler Bass, our new rookie kicker, he's probably here for a long time, here to stay. The future's bright in Buffalo. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's been a long time coming. It's been an extremely long time coming. And Kenneth says the Colts matched up really well against us. I'm proud of how the Bills won this game. They did match up pretty well against us. The thing that we had the biggest advantage over them was the deep ball, because they were, I believe, 24th in allowing, 24th in the whole league in 20-plus yard passes downfield allowed. And the Bills were 4th in that category, completing over 60 of them. So we definitely matched up with them well in that category. But when you look at the defensive side of the ball, yeah, the Colts, they run the ball, but they run the ball and they run the ball really well. But the Bills, on the other hand, the big question mark this year has been the run defense. The run defense has gotten a lot of hate, and from me as well, understandably so. But the last month or so, the Buffalo Bills were actually 4th in run defense allowed. So the run defense really stepped it up. And let's see some more comments here. Barely any penalties. Crazy game. It was barely any penalties. I was sick to my stomach through the last half of the fourth. I thought I was gonna vomit. I really thought I was gonna vomit, and I was damn near ready to break down in tears if the Bills lost that game. So many times we've been teased. We've been teased with like, we're gonna win. We're gonna finally do it, and then we just have heartbreak, disaster. Anything that can go wrong goes wrong at the last minute. But the Buffalo Bills this year, it's different. Welcome to 2021, and what a way it would be to kick off a year with a more than a playoff victory. We got that already. What a way it would be to kick off 2021 with a Super Bowl for the Buffalo Bills. It would be outstanding. I would love it. So I'm going to get out of here. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the like button and hit the notification bell. I think that's all I have to talk about for today's show. I'll go over it one more time about who we play next week. So if Pittsburgh defeats Cleveland, then it will be Buffalo and Pittsburgh. But due to the fact that Pittsburgh's the highest seed, if the Steelers lose against the Browns, then we will play the winner of Baltimore and Tennessee. Should be an interesting matchup either way. And honestly, I think I'd rather get the Pittsburgh Steelers. We've already seen the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we beat them. We beat the Steelers, and I think that Juju Smith-Schuster, his dance midfield, that's still something that's going to resonate with this team. The Buffalo Bills, I'd like to play the Steelers and the Buffalo Bills either way. I'd like to see them go to the AFC Championship game. I think that that's an absolute realistic at this point in time. And it's also realistic to see our team go to the Super Bowl. It feels so weird to say that. Looking throughout my lifetime, I've witnessed a lot of bad football. I was too young to witness the last Bills playoff victory, and this has been special. I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to show you guys an amazing music video. I put together the video part of it, but shout out to Dom Brown. This music, he just spit rhymes about the Buffalo Bills. I love it. I'm going to show it, and then I'm going to head out of here. Thank you all for watching. This was the post-game show, and I will see you guys next week on the post-game show. I'll have some more content coming your way throughout the week as well. Thank you for watching, and this has been the Bills Bunker. I'm rocking with the Bills. Dom Brown.
Bills Mafia. Dom Brown. Yeah. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin', what's your team? Who you reppin', what's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got that talent on my team. Micah Hyde, Jordan Boyer, can you catch it? Trade day is like a mask, you not catching anything. Matt Milano making plays, we not scared of any team. Best in the AFC, all the praise of Brandon Bean. You hear Sean McDermott clapping while I'm snapping? Jerry Hughes will get the sack soon as you snap it. Andre Roberts running back, ain't no just backing. Mafia, we on a ride and we got traction. We got Beasley, we got Diggs. McKenzie make you miss. Dawson Knox with the stiff arm, treat opponents just like his. Feliciano, Deion Dawkins block defenders like